Alright, change my camera battery and we'll get back at it. Alright, so I'm soaking wet right now because I've been pulling up a whole bunch of muck. So, muck gets you soaking wet and muddy. I'll have mud splattered all over me. I do already. You should see my shorts. I don't know if you can see them from that ankle, but they're horrible. But I don't care. They're my yard work shorts. You don't ever wear anything that you want kept pristine magnet fishing. You don't wear your good clothes magnet fishing. Not a good idea. So, yeah. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do about Indiana, but I will be going to Indiana soon, as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm done with Florida, so as soon as I can get out of here, the best. Alright, so I got a bunch of fishing line with nothing attached to it, just a bunch of fishing lines spooled up. There's that fish that's making its way over towards those people. I must be chasing a school of bait fish or something. There's a fish right there. But people are like, oh, you scared the fish out. Well, yeah, right. If I scared the fish out, that fish would not be there right now. People are just stupid. They want to find somebody to blame for their misfortunes, or bad luck, or just poor skills, or whatever is to blame for their not catching fish. But, yeah. I know for a fact I could catch a bunch of fish with bread and with live bait. But what's the point of doing the same thing your entire life? So, yeah, I'm new to fishing with lures, so it's going to be a learning curve. I'm not going to blame somebody who's magnet fishing for me not catching fish, if there happens to be somebody magnet fishing. So I'm like really snagged on something. Something really magnetic. It's that stupid thing that's like super long, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a piece of the pier or what, but it does not want to budge for the life of me. If it was to save my life, I would be dead, because there's no way it's coming up. Ugh. Got some water in my mouth. Disgusting. Alright. Keep moving along. I'm right here. Look, I'm getting drawn over towards this thing again. Whatever it is. Yeah, I'm good. It just attracts my magnet. And it's super big. Whatever it is. Yeah, people get snagged on it, so I pulled up the tiny circle hook ever. It will be fishing with tiny fishing gear for some odd reason. I don't understand why. Because you can catch small fish with big gear. So, yeah. You fish with light line and light gear and you end up losing it. But I can understand fishing with like 10-pound test or 4-pound test and light gear, but not around structure. If you're fishing around structure with light gear, you're an idiot. You don't know how to fish properly. Heavy gear around structure only. But if you're not fishing around structure, then light gear, yeah, no problem. Alright, fishing hook and a shell attached to it. So whenever you find shells, even if there's nothing in it, throw it back into the water, because then something will, like a baby, whatever type of shell that is, will go into the shell and use it as a house. Even if it's damaged, because they can go into the damaged shell and generate what it is that makes the shell and fix the shell. So, and yes, I have seen shells that have been broken that a snail was in, and it had fixed it. I even saw the patch and everything. I mean, come on now. People are stupid. It doesn't matter if the shell is broken. It doesn't matter if there's nothing in the shell. Put it back into the water, please. I find shells all over the place from birds and that, and I put it right back into the water. But I've seen people magnet fish and they find shells and they just throw them down onto the ground, throw them back into the water. That's where they belong. You want to have a minimalistic effect on the environment while you're doing things in the environment. So yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, leave no trace. So leave no trace. Clean up your trash from you magnet fishing and whatnot, and we'll be alright. We won't get banned from magnet fishing. Because right now, people leave their trash around, and our governments are noticing it, and they're finding out where magnet fishing is, and they don't like it, because people leave their trash sitting around. And then the city has to pay money to go and pick up the trash. So if we want to keep having this hobby, we need to clean up after ourselves. And I understand that some people don't have the ability to take stuff with them, and there isn't a dumpster or trash can close by. So if that is the case, don't just put it on the side of the river or the side of the bridge or anything like that. Take it to the road and put it in a grassy area between the road and the sidewalk. That is the proper place to put it. The city will go along and pick it up, and no problem there. They don't care. But it's when they have to go out and spend a whole bunch of time and energy getting the stuff out that the problems arise. Technically, they don't want you throwing the gunk down either, but there is no real issue with it, honestly. They might say that there is, but there really isn't, because it's good for the birds and whatnot. They go through the gunk, and it's good for the fish too, because it cleans up all the dead crap out of the water and whatnot, and allows fresh stuff to grow. And yes, you might take out some good green stuff, but there's so much green stuff in here that, you know, it'll help with the water quality if you taking some of it out. It's supposed to be taken out every once in a while anyways, to keep things like algae blooms and stuff from getting out of hand. Some more trash floating to the surface. Not magnetic though, can't do anything about it. Get some of this gunk off. anything? I'm surprised that guy hasn't got pissed yet and left. I'm so surprised. I'm surprised that all these people are stuck around. Most people, when they see me man fishing, take off because they're pissed. I'm screwing away their fish, which isn't true at all because people are uneducated and they don't know, and they just spout out nonsense about stuff that they don't know, that they don't have evidence for or anything, just so that they can be mad at you and blame you for their misfortunes or for their unskilled skills or non-existent skills, whatever you want to call them. Shoes are soaking wet, my shorts are soaking wet, my shirt's soaking wet. Everything's soaking wet. Oh, I almost lost this fishing line. With the fishing hook, so it means that there's going to be nothing on this. So, most likely. Feels like there might be something on this end. Is that another fishing hook? Yeah, this person was fishing with 2 fishing hooks. Yeah, and they're using a rig to allow them to fish with 2 fishing hooks. People with the crazy rigs. It kind of pisses me off because you know that something like that is going to get snagged. There's no way possible that you can fish with that without getting snagged. Stupid people. People need to learn how to be more mindful of what they do and what effect it's going to have, what outcome it's going to cause. Just think a little bit before you do something stupid like that, like rigging 2 fishing hooks together. Idiot. What did you think was going to happen? You get attached to any sort of cover and it's just going to wrap around in a circle. Snail shell. Snail shell. Say that 10 times fast. Snail shell. And there's something big there. Whatever that is. I'll try at it again, because I don't think I got it. That felt like a boat anchor. If I know one, that definitely felt like a boat anchor. Let's try at it a few more times. Might just be a rock. I don't know if I hit the right spot either. Alright, so got me some sort of fishing, broken fishing hook. Doesn't seem like there's anything in there. I couldn't get the gunk off that time. It's just on there. There's no way. Sorry if I just put water on the lens. I didn't want my camera to fall in the water. Yeah, what I think that is just rocks. I don't think that's magnetic. I did pull up a staple, a heavy-duty staple, not like your office staple, but a staple nonetheless. They should have a different name for different types of staples. Like, oh, this is a house staple, or a roof staple. Oh, this is a wood staple. This is a paper staple. Whatnot. But they don't. You just call them all staples. So when you say staple, people don't know what type of staple you're talking about. Alright. Got me another bottle cap. A Coors Light. Oh crap. Fumbles. I'm almost done. I only have a little bit left. And then we'll move on to the fishing pier. And then we'll work our way back over here. Which will hopefully be time for these people to be gone. And I've given enough time, hopefully there won't be anybody at the fishing pier. If there is, then I'm going to do the stadium area instead. Or the boat dock area. Oh, there's a wooden board down there. Mandela effect, that was not here. Any of the times I've been fishing here, and it looks super old. Jeez. A bolt screw. So, yeah. There's a piece of wood here. That was not here the last time I came magnet fishing, and it looks like it's been there for years, or for a year. That was not here before. I'm 100% sure that that was not here. I wasn't even fishing worrying about it either, because it wasn't here. But the Mandela effect is changing so much stuff. Wooden planks show up out of nowhere that look like they've been there for an entire year. So these clothes are trashed. I'll have to literally throw them in the trash. So I just got a bluegill hook. I'm going to call them bluegills because I don't really know if we have crappies here in my area. So I just call them bluegill hooks because they're small for big fish. You could call them shiner hooks too because people catch shiners on them. Which would just be cut bait because it's a shiner. It's not going to live, it's going to die as soon as you hook it and start pulling it through the water. Shiners aren't very lively. You can call them minnow, shiners, whatever. Same species, just a different name for them, for the different size of them. Ah, oh, man, flung water into my eyes. So, there's a lot of bacteria in this water. That's one of the reasons why they don't want you swimming in here. So, like, magnet fishing, all the time I get water in my eyes. So, yeah. I just hope I never die of a bacterial infection. Especially since I have a cure for it, that I invented a drug for highly aggressive bacterial infections. But yeah, it hasn't come out yet because I haven't patented it. So yeah, it's expensive to get patents, and even though I've invented a whole bunch of cool stuff, who knows if it'll ever come out. So I got a circle hook that really wasn't very circular, but still a circle hook, and I got another BB from a BB gun. Keep moving along, keep singing that song. So many bubbles in that mug. So many bubbles. People be like, oh, look at all them bubbles, you caught something. In their videos. Not in Florida, bubbles don't mean anything. Bubbles just mean that you're fishing. Magnet fishing, that's all. They don't mean nothing. They don't mean anything. Because we gotta use some proper English here. Because there's some kids that watch my channel and they need to learn proper English, because that's a big issue with kids nowadays. They don't know crap when it comes to how to speak properly. There's more gunk and plant matter. Keep moving along, because there normally isn't that much stuff over here. So won't spend too much time on this area. And it's really shallow too. But people be like, oh, you're not gonna catch anything in shallow areas. That's a farce. I've caught a bunch of stuff in shallow areas, including signs and whatnot. Yeah. Don't let somebody trick you into thinking that your spot's no good for magnet fishing just because it's shallow. That's just stupidity. Throw your magnet in and see if there's anything in there. Alright, I did catch something. So, I caught a square bracket. That's off of these type of thing, a square washer bracket type thing. And then I got a grizzly long cut. Oh, crap, I can't think right now, I'm so tired. Chewing tobacco. Jeez, why is that so hard for me to think of and spit out? That's another reason why it's so important for you to get sleep. Can't think straight when you're tired. You can't even think of something so simple as chewing tobacco. And I'm a smart person and I couldn't even remember chewing tobacco. Look at how tired I am. And people are gonna be like, oh, you're pretentious for calling yourself smart. I don't care. You think what you want of me. The only thing that matters is what I think of myself. Alright, so I got a big bolt, but not the biggest bolts that you find around here, just a big bolt nonetheless. So I found quite a bit of stuff from my first spot. I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but a decent amount. Especially since somebody just magnet fished this yesterday, it looks like. Somebody just magnet fished this area. You can tell because their finds that they left as trash were fresh, so they hadn't magnet fished too long ago. Is that something stuck to my magnet? Yes, it is. So I got a nail. I nailed it for the second time today, I think. Or no, third or fourth time. Whatever. So I'm going to throw it to the same spot because it feels like I'm pulling stuff off of a wooden plank. Damn it.